Hello, I'm Alistair Dryburgh, the author of Pricing Genius, Getting Paid Properly for Ideas and Advice in the Era of AI. And what I'd like to do in this video is to encourage you to start thinking hard about the different things that you do and what is the relationship between the value you create and the amount of time you put in. And that can vary enormously depending on what you're actually doing. So a really good cleaner, for instance, might clean 50% faster than an average one. A really good data scientist might be able to produce 10 times the results as a more average one. So what is there amongst what you do that offers a really good relationship between the impact that you produce and the time that you spend? One thing which can be very powerful, and you may be doing this, is reframing situations. People come to you with a problem, and rather than accept their diagnosis of the problem and start working away on it, you manage to reframe or restate the problem. That can be enormously powerful. So, for instance, I was asked a few years ago by a client to look at the performance of their software development team and what was wrong with it, because it was constantly over budget and late. And you would naturally tend to think, oh, they're not very good, they're not competent, they're not incentivized, they're not well organized. But they'd been working away on those sorts of things for years and hadn't really got much of an improvement. What I saw instead, though, was the problem was not the software development people at all. It was upstream of them. It was the salespeople who sold the projects and the account managers who were the liaison between the software people and the clients. And what they were doing was, every time the project got near to getting completed, they would allow themselves to be charmed, manipulated, bullied, or whatever into adding to it. And that was why the projects were never getting finished, because they kept getting more requirements added to them. And the worst I found was something that was supposed to be a small, simple implementation of 3 modules turned into an implementation of 8 modules, plus all those modules translated into Spanish. So I was able to point out there that the problem is not what you think it is. And once you understand that, then you have a breakthrough, and you can come to problems which have been grumbling on for years and people have been trying hard to solve, but they haven't understood what the actual issue is. If you can help people understand what the actual issue is, then very rapid progress becomes possible and you can create huge amounts of value. And if you develop the skill of reframing, you can do it very efficiently. So there's one type of work which can be enormously valuable with remarkably little time or effort. If you're interested in finding out more, get a copy of the book. There's a link at the end of this video which will let you download the electronic version completely free.